is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
All right, let me finish this real quick. Oh, come on, man. Finish up so we can be done.
They begin on the ground with command.
Okay, that's why.
They're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Winters. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that.
I don't even know why he's in the game.
Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll run on first down with Akers. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
A good pickup there at 22. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Akers is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him with the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling it for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
Akers again. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal.
No way.
But it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there.
Come on,
now,
man.
Drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started.
Wow.
You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Winters. And he fires one, but incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all.
Caden.
But still
Caden!
a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few. To do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To throw is Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and goal, Stafford, his throw incomplete.
That's crazy.
Just needed a touch more air on that. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady route wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they tried improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Kamara off the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw.
I knew he was going there.
Complete to Traquan Smith. Finding room at midfield.
I reacted slow.
But not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 6-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Winters. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Haven't had a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would try to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Winters. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, if they just do that all the way down, field ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Now a first down throw. Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Yo, bro, come on.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, held back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Stafford on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again.
Down inside the 10.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Rams go nearly the length
length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
What's up, buddy?
On 1st and 10, Winters buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up.
Oh, yeah?
You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Nice.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They did.
Coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw on 3rd down, Winters. Throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. It's that old expression we love to use. Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Touchdown,
Interesting.
Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a
Good
2-minute
fucking play
drill
call.
through camp, and at least record this each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Winters. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to throw. Winters. Over the middle into the hands
How
of
though,
Michael
bro?
Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw again.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before break. Winters.
No!
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
Damn, yo.
Adam Troutman as time expires in the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Good
Bucks with
drive.
the extra point. That will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now
Good drive,
inside the
clutch.
booth alongside Charles Davis operating gun set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
won't let me pick nothing.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Khaleesi, what are you doing?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 129 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he can't find
Fucking whack, man. Come on.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 16 out of it, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that shows that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it there. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Stafford now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken around the 12. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
Come on.
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
To throw again. Winters. Catch here, left side, Thomas.
Crazy.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the gun on 3rd.
Yo!
Winters. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. New Orleans. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd.
He just dumbs out.
In this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes
He literally dumbed out.
so much and you try too hard when you get the score. A perfect combination of prudency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17.
Just literally dumbs out. Doesn't react, doesn't do anything. Just
Set
stands
to
there.
begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they rush this small lead.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. Rolling to his right. Open man right side is Cup, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Wow. Illegal touching, huh? Okay.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out.
All of a sudden, huh?
Right back for their
Can't do
offense.
anything.
They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
Yeah,
right?
he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Throwing on 1st down. Winters, complete. Smith has it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Winters.
Into a sea of defenders had intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. T.J. Hawkinson from 8 yards out. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now 13.
Is good. Makes the score Rams 27, Saints 14.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Fair catch made at the 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game,
I couldn't fucking move, bro.
Right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh my God! Yo, he was right there. What is he doing? Come on.
It's another first down on a big game.
That is fucking stupid.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Forced out to his left. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Back to Kamara for
That's
another
fucking
catch.
stupid.
And
He was right fucking there.
As they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. It's good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers
saving his best for the... His 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Rams will add to their 4th quarter lead.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's a run with Akers. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Fair catch, gain of the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Olave over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
So a great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you profess. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip. Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, Winters. He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winters. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on 3rd down. Winters, he'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And this is 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Winters, flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 20-yard gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's
Yo!
got it in. That's Thomas. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Yo, bro, come on.
Taken down. It's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's fucking crazy,
Here comes the
man.
Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
Should have fucking ran it. I wanted to, but no. To be cute.
That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
I wanted to be cute. Fucking.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup, and obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. Off play action. Winters. Out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. Able to break
He stiff arm Aaron Donald? Bruh. Come on, man.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's back to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 61 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Kamara out the middle. And the the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and going. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Stafford. Akers back-to-back catches. And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there, first down Rams.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Stafford.
No!
Complete on the deep ball. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT.
plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
Here comes the Rams punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he'll take it just outside the 40.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive.
Winters
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. Brooks. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw on 2nd down. Winters being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz.
And now the Rams are going to hold things as they want a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that being